Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the International Women Build Confidence Conference live. I am super excited to be with you this morning. I'm super excited because we are on day two of the Upgrade My Life series, and I'm super excited to be here. I want to thank everybody who tuned in yesterday for day one. And here we are on day two. So whether you tune in now or whether you tune in later for 30 days, we are going to figure out exactly how we can say, I will and I can upgrade my life. And first, I want to thank everybody who is a part of the Dr. D Inspire stream. I want to thank you all for being a part of this wonderful experience, for being a part of this awesome group. I want to thank you because truthfully, when we say, I want to upgrade, we have to be willing to show up for that upgrade. When we say, oh my goodness, I'm ready to upgrade my life, we have to be really ready and intentional about how we actually do that. So I want to say, welcome to your live stream. Welcome to this live stream. And I want to just encourage you, if you haven't done so already, make sure you share that you are with me, because I might not be able to see you completely, but just put your name down and say, hey, Dr. D Inspire, I am here. So I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to talk to you today about why it's essential to fight for your outcomes, to fight for your goals. Because a lot of times we get so comfortable, don't we, with where we are. We get so comfortable with where we are. And so, hey, good morning, Nakisha. Good to see you today. Happy to see you. Good morning. Hey, Go Getter is in the place to be. That's what I'm talking about. You guys aren't playing around. You are awake. So it's important to say, I can and I will. I can and I will upgrade my life. If you're happy to see me this morning, say good morning. Put your name, because I can't always see the names because I'm talking. So if you put your name in the comment, I can see your name and I can know it's you. All right. So good morning, my friends. Good morning. I'm coming out. Boom, boom. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. Hey, there's a new me coming out. Hey, and I just got to live. Who's up with me? Who's smiling this morning? Tell me what you had for breakfast. We're going to get started soon, but I'm going to wait a few more moments before I start going into my topic for today. I want you to know something. You really are that beautiful. You really are that valuable. You really are super special. You really are, a sparkle. When I think of the nighttime and how beautiful those stars are, you're one of those stars. I want you to know that this is your time to come out. I know that there's so much pain going on that we're seeing on the news, and I know that we're seeing all these things, but I want you to just take this moment to say, you know what? I'm gonna be okay. Can you put that? I'm going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I'm going to be at peace. We're going to be at peace. And even when there are so much things going on, I'm going to take a moment to just tap in. I'm going to be all right. Because if you only stay glued to the TV, if you only stay glued to what's going on, it will have an impact. It will have an impact on your emotions. It'll have an impact on the things that you're trying to do. So I want to encourage you, as we are in this 20-minute segment, to really remind yourself that you can also remember your brain hasn't stopped working. Your imagination hasn't stopped working. If you have kids, go look at them play, right? And tap back into that, because just as much as there are negative things happening, there are still beautiful things happening. There are still hopeful things happening. There are still new businesses forming. So don't get the confusion that because there's so much going on the news, and because we're seeing the anger of people, right? Seeing what's going on, people wanting things to change, people on either side. I don't care what politics you have, but in general, we know that as a country and as the world, we're facing some seriously challenging times when it comes to COVID-19, when it comes to just people getting along with one another and understanding different communities of people. We know that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of things shifting. But what I know is that when there's a lot of things that are shaking, there's a lot of opportunity for us to get really clear on what does this mean for me. So I don't know if you guys follow my Dr. Alana page, but I posted this video of a study that was done with these little baby dolls. And many of you have probably seen it, but I shared it this morning because it made me think of our children. It made me think about what kinds of examples do we need to be now as we are upgrading, so that the younger generations can look at us and say, well, look at how the big people handled those situations. Look at how they came out on the other side. That's why we have to be strong, right? Beautiful things are happening. So I want to encourage you. Yes, watch the news. Yes, look at what's going on, but then stop and say, all right, what do I need to do to be okay? What do I need to do to make sure that I'm economically stable? What do I need to do to make sure that, I have good relationships? What do I need to do to feel better about where I'm at in my life? So there are all these things that we personally have to do in order to upgrade. And let me just be honest, sometimes you've got to fight for the outcome. Sometimes you have to fight for the outcomes. And, it's interesting because we can continue to do the things we like to do and never pay attention to the things that we need help in. Like some of us, I want to ask you this question. When I put it there, I want you to put it in the chat box, but some of us need an upgrade in our finances. How many of you could say yes to that? Some of us need an upgrade in how we see ourselves and what we think we can accomplish. That's a big issue that people have. It's like, well, I'm no longer 20. I'm no longer 30. So if I'm in my 40s, 50s, or 60s or whatever, what does that mean for me? And sometimes we could have easily just completely said, well, thinking big is for other people. Maybe having more money is for other people. I don't want to talk about money. I don't even look at my bills. I don't even look at what I'm not making. I've just gotten stuck to that. I just keep telling myself that's what I'm going to make. Well, no, 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 no. Or some of you have dreams to start new businesses. This is a great time to start a business. I just have to say it, right? So we can either allow the news and everything else to just influence us to the point where we become frozen, where we say, I'm so frozen, I'm not going to take any action because, oh, look at everything that's going on. When in all actuality, if I were your coach, I would tell you, okay, watch the news, do what you need to do. Now turn it off. And now start getting focused on what do you need to do to either A, bring in more income into your home, or B, establish a stronger relationship with yourself. Because if you don't feel 5-star, you can't charge 5-star. And we show people and our jobs and everything else how to treat us based upon how we treat ourselves. Oops, I said it now. I would love for you, as I'm chatting, if this is touching you, if you are into this conversation, please comment. Look, I'm giving away an Amazon gift card to those of you who are the most engaged. So those of you who stay engaged from day 1 all the way to day 30, I want you to see that you can change your life. You can transform. If you show up, I love rewarding people who show up. So who's showing up? Who is showing up? I see some of you out there. So Nikisha says, I need to upgrade in my finances and how I see myself, and can accomplish by having a different mindset and adapting to a new normal. And I'm so open to a new normal. I love it, Nikisha. I am already doing the new normal as a teacher. I love that. Yes, I need to upgrade all over. Now, who's saying that? Because I can't see your name. Abundance, health, blessing, love are all my birthright. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. She said 360 degrees. I'm trying to change all the way around. Yes, absolutely. Don't be afraid. You know what? And this is what happens, right? So a lot of times once we have gotten to a certain age and people are around us have gotten accustomed to us wherever we are in our lives, they just can't even imagine you sometimes being this whole new person. And I want to challenge some of you guys. I'm going to whisper something. I want you to completely have a picture in your mind of a new version of you. I mean, completely different. And I don't know what that would be for you. I don't know if that means you're standing there and you really really, when that song comes on, I'm coming out, boom, boom, I want the world to know. I don't know if that's you standing in the mirror and saying, ooh, I finally dropped those pounds, or I finally feel like I can do anything, or I finally got over my past, or I finally got over those negative words, or I finally have gotten to a place where I say, you know what? I don't care if you don't think I can reach my goals. I didn't ask you. It's okay if you didn't think I could do it. I didn't ask you that either. That's the beauty about getting older. Once you have lived a certain amount of time, I say to all my people I coach, I go, look, you are like an aged wine. The older you get, the more beautiful you become, the more seasoned you are, the more vivacious you are. That's how you need to start seeing yourself. Not, I'm so old now and all my kids are grown and oh my goodness, I remember when I used to be like this, and I remember when I used to be like that. No, it's time for you to say, no, this is who I am now. And I'm completely fully excited about who I am now. And I'm completely, fully dedicated to loving me the way I've loved everybody else. Right? Good morning, my cousin Sharon. Good to see you. So beautiful. Also, I forgot, where are you guys streaming in from? How are you feeling this morning? Let me know who had their Wheaties. How did you feel yesterday? Okay, so I want to hear your comments. I love when you guys engage with me because it lets me know I'm not talking to a blank screen. So when you engage with me and you say, hey, Dr. D, what's going on? It lets me know you're in the room. Please put your name there so I can say hello to you. Now, look, I'm talking about taking drastic action. And today I'm talking about why we have to fight for outcomes. All right. So some of us said, look, I need to make some money. Come on. Can we just be clear? Because some of y'all come to my office. I say, what are some of the goals you have? And you say to me, I just want to be able to. You do the whisper. I just want to be able to do a little thing. So you start whispering to me, and you start whispering because you haven't been in a place yet where people are not afraid of you saying your big, bold goal, right? Because sometimes we can be talented, we can be a giver, we can be a teacher, we can be all these things, but sometimes we are taught to shrink our goals. Sometimes we're taught that we have to, oh, it's okay for you to go to school, and it's okay for you to get this degree, and it's okay for you to but don't do this other thing. It's okay for you to do this, and it's okay, but not until if you can't pass this goal. No, who told you that? So if you need more zeros today, I want you to find a way to write a new affirmation and say, hey, I will make more income this year or next year or 6 months from now. I will lose this much weight. I will have great relationships where people completely love who I am and they want to see me grow, and they're not jealous. We need to be able to say these things out loud, ladies. Now I want to ask y'all, do you think that women today are fully supportive of each other, are fully able to say, oh, girl, you're beautiful, or are fully able to say, I'm so proud of you? Do you feel that way? I want to hear your comments and your thoughts. I want to know. I see somebody said, I need more zeros. Yeah, you need to be able to say clearly the things that you need, because to keep just standing in front of a mirror and saying, I am confident, it's not going to cut it. To just accept the things you've been accepting when you know you want so much more, it's not going to cut it. I can just share with you guys. So many of you guys know that by trade, I'm an educator and I love teaching, but I always wanted to have my own business. And I didn't want to just have a business that I was doing as a hobby. I really wanted to take it seriously, but I didn't take myself seriously. That's what I want you guys to know. I procrastinated for 15 years. I knew what I wanted to do. I took my ideas, I stuffed them in a luggage, and every year that went by, I promised I would get to it. And guess what? 1 year went by, 3 years went by, 5 years went by, 10 years went by, 13 years went by, and then 15 years. And I said, wait a minute. These years and these months are going by way too fast. And I'm tired. Now I'm going to be real. And I was tired of seeing other people doing what they needed to do. And there I was saying, oh, I could do that. I could do that. Oh, I can do that. And guess what? I wasn't doing it. So it's like, if you like to be fit and you like looking at Jillian Michaels because she's fit, standing next to her is not going to get you there. We have to put on the sneakers. We've got to get there. We've got to do the work. And that's why I want to encourage you, keep staying in our 30-day experience. Because if you just show up, you might just surprise yourself with the things that you do. So I want to ask y'all a question. How many of you are pumped up? Can you put on pumped? I want to see how many of you are still listening. Now, to me, when I started this 30-day experience, I wasn't just doing it for y'all. I never do that in my own business. If I can't challenge myself to do the very things I'm asking you to do, then that to me is very hypocritical. So one of the things I strive to do is I pick a goal. I pick one and I say, oh no, this month, these next 30 days, this is how I'm going to show up. So I don't try to do 5 things. I pick one area that I want to focus on. And right now, the one area that I'm focusing on is leveraging, is growing every single thing I've been doing with my company and in my own life. That means going to bed on time. That means feeling rested. That means doing my runs and doing the things that are going to make me feel vibrant and energetic. That's what we all are going to have to do. So it might be that on a given day when I'm supposed to go live, y'all just might see me in a t-shirt and sweats, because that might be how it is that day. But guess what? I'm showing up. I need you to show up that way. I need you to have a non-negotiable attitude, like I'm showing up for me. That's why I want you right now, as I'm talking, I want you to create words of encouragement for yourself, not for me. You're not doing it for me. You're doing it for you, because every single time you put something down and you write it, I will make more income. Oh no, I won't be stuck here. Oh no, I am not going to be comfortable here. You're now putting in your subconscious a reminder to yourself that this is not where you want to stay. So I want to encourage those of you who are watching right now to put, oh no, this is what I'm going to do. Oh no, I'm showing up for myself right now. Oh no, I was too comfortable making these zeros. I need to make more. I need to pay my bills. I need to take care of my family. I need to be able to take a vacation when we can all go on vacation. I need to be able to do these things. We can't be afraid of saying the very things that we need. And a lot of us, I know so many of you, we give to our students, we give to our families, we give to our children, we give to our job, we do all of that. We give to we give to so many people, and then we're empty. And I'm tired of seeing good people struggle and feel doubtful and feel sad and sit in rooms and cry when no one's watching, asking themselves, when is it going to change for me? Why hasn't it not changed for me yet? When am I going to be surrounded by people who truly love me? When are these things going to happen? I want you to know in this moment, if you're staring, if you haven't turned off, or you're paying attention, or you're cooking, or whatever you're doing, I want you to know something. You really are that beautiful. You really are that valuable. And whatever you have overcome in your life, whatever the relationships that didn't work, the romantic ones or the personal ones or whatever, if they didn't work, just wipe the slate clean now. Wipe the slate clean now to snap. Y'all ready? We're going to wipe the slate clean. We got to do this together. Okay. So what I want us to do is we got to say, I'm willing. When I count down from 10 to 1, right? I'm going to do a slow count from 10 to 1. And while I'm counting down, I want you to think about all the things you couldn't stand in your life. I can't believe she did that to me. I can't believe he did that to me. I can't believe they did that to me. I can't believe I did that to me. I want you to, when I'm counting down, I want you to have those images. But when I get to 1 and I say I'm wiping the slate clean, I want you to state that in the chat box. I want you to say goodbye, good riddance to all the energy you put on remembering those things, all the energy you put on letting those things weigh you down and make you think that nothing new is possible. All right. So I'm going to count that number. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7. You should be thinking about those things. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I should be seeing a chat box move. I am wiping the slate absolutely clean. I am wiping the slate Absolutely clean. I am wiping the slate. Absolutely clean. I am wiping the slate. Absolutely clean. Woo! I'm wiping that slate clean. There's not going to be any more reliance on those memories that didn't give me anything anyway. They were pulling for me, making me feel doubtful, making me feel like my dreams were not possible. But finally, I will wipe the slate clean. I'm wiping it all the way clean. I don't care what didn't work, couldn't work, didn't happen. I'm wiping the slate clean. And if you are someone who meditates, prays, does all those things, take that moment in your journal and make sure you remind yourself every day. Oh, wait a minute. June 2nd was the day I decided to wipe the slate clean. So I can't be talking about that thing that happened 5 years ago. I can't be talking about what happened, 7 years ago. Today is that new moment. And the way you can affirm that is you need to start acting as though that new thing that you are affirming has actually happened. So if everyone knows that you always talk about that sad story, today is the new day. You tell a different one. If everyone knows that, this is the time you always talk about X, Y, and Z, today is the new day. So I want to just encourage you to remember that you have to fight for your outcomes. It's not easy all the time. I remember, so just to be brutally honest, I remember we're going a little over time. Is that okay with you guys? For you guys who are listening, who's still with me? Because I feel like I need to just, before I go, I need to share with you guys this story. So I remember I said, well, I need to wipe my own slate, the things I felt like I should have done and I didn't, or too much time had gone by. So I was beating myself up for that, or I was beating myself up for not being where I wanted to be and all these things. And one day I said, Alana, you need to celebrate where you are right now. You just need to celebrate and remind yourself that, you know what, maybe certain things in your life didn't happen. Maybe there are still things you're working towards, but look at where you are today. And that's what I want to tell you. Look at where you are today. If you weren't a fighter, if you were not a warrior, if you were not someone of strength, you wouldn't be able to stand here and look at me. But your heart is beating. You've been through some things, you shed some tears, and now welcome to your new day. Welcome to your new moment. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy to be your coach, virtually coaching you. And I love it. So Sharon says, yes, go on and forget the time. Nakisha says, yes, it's time. I'm wiping the slate absolutely clean. Today is a new day and I will tell a different story. That's what I'm talking about. Tell a different story. I'm wiping the slate of the ignorance that I experienced from high school and continue to experience from adults who should know better. I do not associate myself with people who are based and not open to diversity. Awesome. Go on and forget the time. I love it. So we're just talking about what we can do to wipe the slate clean, to be able to move forward. And today I shared part of the first day of the Tomorrow Can't Wait book. So if you don't have it, go grab it right there on Amazon. Look, some of y'all need to set up some meetings to meet with me. Make sure if you're not in coaching with me, start soon. If you really are trying to take yourself seriously, learn about our Women Build Confidence coaching programs, where we are showing you how to not only grow as a leader, but we're showing you how to really upgrade in every area of your life. Look, one of the ladies that was in coaching with me, she advanced her career by $30,000, y'all. $30,000 increase. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about $30,000 increase in her ability to move forward. People who've coached with me, some of them are in Hollywood today. So I'm just sharing with you that some of you need to take some bold actions. And we also have a business coaching program for those of you who are really ready to say, oh my gosh, it's time for me to create a business. Look, I want to say to you, there are, you know what, when people say millions of people have lost jobs, that's true. And then I look at the river and I look at the ocean and I say to myself, the ocean never ran out. The ripples are still there. The ducks are still moving in their tribes. So I want to remind you to do something different this year. Surprise yourself. Even if you schedule a discovery call with me, take an action today. right? Or even if you go and buy your Tomorrow Can't Wait book, or even if you just go on your own to the library or you go to the park, take some action. Now, I'm going to give y'all some homework. Who wants homework? For those of you who stayed all the way till the end. So a couple of things I'm giving away. I love rewarding those of you who do your homework. So only individuals who leave comments are going to be invited to our special private Zoom room. We're going to have a private Zoom room this Sunday. So it's only going to be, I'm only inviting those of you who actually show up, comment every single day. I need to see you. I need to see who my eagles are. If you're an eagle, please put, I'm an eagle. I'm ready to soar. All right. And I want to just thank you guys for being a part of this beautiful time. I want to thank you guys for being a part of the International Women Build Confidence Conference. And I want to invite you, if you haven't done so already, to go and let me know how you're growing today. Share a photo of yourself doing something different. Let us know what you're doing to say, I will, I can, hashtag UPML. I see some eagles there. I want to thank all of you for being a part of this wonderful live stream. Remember, tomorrow's day 3. So you got to go out there and fight for your goals. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.